Tonight's session then is going to focus on our spine, so thinking about mobility, stability and strength from the neck right down into our tailbone and into our pelvis. So let's start as we normally do. Bring the feet to hip distance, ground yourself through your feet, find your big toe, your little toe, your heel, just soften through the knees, and then imagine that balloon at the top of your head. Let's stand up nice and tall. Allow the shoulders to sit on top of the back, nice open chest. Just feeling the head float there on top. Spine. So let's find neutral then with the pelvis. Turning your tailbone under. Let's hide it. Feel the low back flatten. And then reverse that movement so that your bottom out behind you. Allow the low back to extend. We'll go one more time each way. Just noticing how it feels as you take it between these two extremes. And then come settle in that neutral place between the two. Relax your arms and let's find our breath. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, the rib cage grows out to the side. Long exhale through the mouth, rib cage softens. A little deeper this time, inhale. And release, exhale. Let's find those abdominals now. Taking your inhale. As we exhale, feel the tummy button draw in towards the spine as if you're trying to make the two join in the middle. Release, let it go. Same again now, exhale. Let's bring up the pelvic floor muscles to meet it. So we're building that big chamber of muscle around our center. Relax on the inhale. We'll do one more time. Bring it all together. Exhale. Tummy button comes in. Pelvic floor lifts. Our diaphragm and our spine extensors all working together so we're nice and strong. Okay. We're going to start then with some movement into the shoulders. So as we exhale, let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale, allow them to gently fall back. Another two. Try to touch your ears this time. Really squeeze. And then try to touch the floor with the fingers. Feel the shoulder blades sliding up and down the back. Last one then. And inhale, take it down. Taking the shoulders forward this time. So as we exhale, we're going to lift them up and then circle forward. Inhale, return. Exhale, up and forward. Then we're going to go for 4. Just gradually building up to our full arm circle. Last time, take it forward, lower down. Let's take it backwards then. Shrug and roll it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. We've got another 3. Just check in with your spine. Are you still nice and tall? Are you still in neutral? Last time, let's take it up and back. Okay, we're going to come into 4 arm circles now. Just finding a bit more space. Inhale. Exhale, let's circle forward. Inhale there on the return. Go for 3 more. If you can reach the sides of the room, really open out there through the shoulders. That's 2. Coming into our last one. Open up and lower down. Well done. Taking it backwards now. Big breath. Exhale up to the ears. And then round the back. Keep the spine nice and straight. So we're just finding that movement through the shoulder. Okay, so the tummy button stays in. Head stays nice and tall. Last 2. Exhale, open it up. Imagine you're an eagle. See how big your wingspan is. Let's take it out one last time. Have a little shake of those shoulders. Okay, we're going to add our arm circle now to a roll down. So starting to move right the way down our spine. Stay nice and rooted into the floor. We're taking the arms by the side, just starting in our neutral position. On our exhale, we're going to circle the arms up by the ears. Take another inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to swan dive forward, drop the arms down. Allow the head to start to drop to your chin. Peeling the spine down towards the floor. Stretch those hamstrings. Keep your knees straight so we get that length. When you get as far as you can, take your inhale. Exhale, we're going to roll it all the way up. Now let's circle the arms backwards. Inhale. We're going to take them forwards again. Let's repeat. Let's come back down. Chin to chest. Feel each vertebra begin to engage down towards the floor. Lifting the tailbone up towards the sky when you get there. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lead here with the head. Bring it up. Allow the shoulders to settle. Let's roll them backwards. We're going to do 2 more, but add a little twist into the spine this time. Let's take the arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, take it down, chin to chest. When we get to the bottom, we're going to take our right hand across to the left ankle. Take the left hand up towards the ceiling. Let's open the chest, push the hand back. Have a look towards your fingers. Bring it back down, both hands to center. Other way, let's take the left hand to the right leg and open the right arm. Keep a little softness into the knees here. Bring it back to center. Take your inhale and then roll it up. Tailbone comes under. Roll those shoulders, sit them on top of your back. 1 more. Let's roll the arms backwards to finish. And then take them forwards to start our last one. Exhale up. Let's drop those hands, chin to chest. Down we come. Nice and slow. Tummy to spine. Let's just find your boundary where your legs are still straight. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand, left leg. Let's open that left arm out. Feel that twist into your mid-back. Let's bring it down now. Back to center. Left arm, right leg, push it up. A little further this time, lead with the calves. Squeeze the shoulder. Bring it back. Inhale. And then exhale, let's come all the way back up to standing. Finish off with our little arm circle, take it backwards. Well done. Give it a little shake. I'm going to come and kneel down on the floor at the end of our mat. Bring down to your mat, just bringing your knees to hip distance. Let's sit back onto the heels. We're going to take our spine into nice fluid movement. Just warm the length of the spine up a little bit more. Okay, so reaching the arms forward, just allow your tummy to settle onto your thighs. Okay, reaching forward, just opening out the shoulders. Take your inhale. On the exhale, we're going to push forward with the chest. Come into a cat stretch. When we get there, we're going to round the spine, come into cow, and then sit back down onto the heels. We're going to go 1 more time. Exhale, push with the chest, come onto the hands. Let's round the spine. Take it up to the ceiling, and then come sit back onto your heels. I'm going to add a little twist this time. Let's take it forward. Exhale, push with the spine. On the return now, we're going to take the bottom down to the right hand side. So we're getting a little twist there into the mid-back. Inhale. Exhale, take it forward. Let's arch the spine. Bring it back around, sit onto the opposite side. 1 more time each way. Let's take it forward. Push with the chest. Cat stretch. Round into cow stretch. Come sit back onto your other heel. And we'll finish off 1 more time. Push forward. Bring it up to the ceiling. Come settle down onto your heel. Well done. Just shift your hips back to center. When you're ready, we're going to slide forward, come lie down onto our tummies. And bring the hands out long in front of us. So we bring our spine into a full extension. So a good counter movement to all those roll downs. So we're just going to start with some little extensions into the mid-back. So on our exhale now, let's just slide the hands a little bit along the floor, begin to lift the chest. Just keep your head in its natural place. I'm going to lift a little bit more if comfortable. Lower down on the inhale. One more time and exhale, slide it up. So just finding your sort of bottom rib. Exhale one more time, lift it up. From here, allow the forearms to drop, so we're resting onto the elbows. Just adjust yourself if needed, so you can just stay propped up in this little position. And we're going to mobilize a little bit through our neck, so learning to control that flexion extension through the neck without that risk of damage and pulling it backwards too quickly, okay? So let's look forward. From here, I want you to imagine a line from the very bottom of your ribs up to the end of your mat, up the wall, and then up towards the ceiling, okay? Let's start at the origin of that line, bring your chin right in towards your chest. Keep the feet nice and grounded. Tummy and pelvic floor are active. On the exhale then, we're going to follow that line, so gently taking the head into extension as we release the breath. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling. You're starting to notice the weight of the head as it comes behind you. Find that boundary. Inhale at the top. Exhale very, very gently reverse. So we're bringing the head into flexion as the chin draws in. One more time each way. Let's take it up. Exhale. Very slow, very controlled movement here. Just noticing how it feels. When you get to the top, inhale. And then exhale, let's reverse. Squeezing the breath out as you go. Keeping connected into your core. When you get there, bring your head back to neutral. You're going to come and lie back down flat with the arms long in front of us. And build some mobility into the shoulder. So using one arm at a time, we're going to alternate from left to right. We're going to circle the arm towards the hip, so keeping the length from here. On the exhale, let's circle. Take it round towards your hip. Give your hip a little pat if you want to. And then on the inhale, we're going to spring it back forward. And lower it down. Other side, exhale, circle. Inhale, return. So thinking about a spirit level across your shoulders. So we're not twisting into the back, we're keeping the back really, really stable here. So maybe think about a metal rod running all the way down your spine. Switching it over, then reach around towards your bum. And then bring it back. Do one more each way. Reach, exhale. Feel that disengagement between your tummy and the floor. Inhale, return. Last time, and other side, reach it round. Find your bottom, your hip, and then gently take it back. Well done. Just have a little rest here for a second if you want to. Just ease off the shoulders and the hips. We're going to add an extra little layer, so we're going to add our extension here as well. If it's too intense, keep the chest down, okay? We're going to start in our little extension this time, so just lift the chest, come up maybe to the bottom rib, stabilize through your hands, stabilize through the shoulders. So same again. On the exhale then, let's take the arm around behind us. So just working a little bit harder here, because we've lost that contact with the floor. Let's take it round. Inhale. Other side, circle. Again, imagine you're an eagle. How big is your wingspan? Let's keep the arm as long as we can. Reach it round. Lift your bottom and circle. We're halfway through this set. Let's keep it going. Just hovering over the floor. Bringing it back. Last two. Lower the chest if you need to at any point. Just find what works. Other side. And bring it back. Well done. Lower your chest. We're going to add one extra layer to this now. So find where you're happy. If one of the previous options works for you, stay there. Otherwise, we're going to add a leg lift as well. So we're engaging now into the low back. So we're adding the legs, we're going to do that first. So squeezing the bottom. We're going to hover the feet, keep the legs long. No bending through the knees. And we're going to add our chest lift. So let's raise up onto that bottom rib, stabilize through your hands. And we're going to add our circles. Inhale. Exhale, let's take it round. Find your bottom. You might have moved slightly because the legs are lifted. And then circle back. Exhale. So working on endurance of the spine in extension here, building that strength. 2 more each side, circle. And return. Are your pelvic floor and your abdominal muscles working? Yes, keep checking in, see what they're up to. Last 2, exhale, circle. Touch your hip. And return on that inhale. We are nearly there. Reach. And bring it back. Well done. Lower your legs, lower your chest. Take a breather here. Bend the knees if you need to. Have a little roll around. We're just going to finish off with some lateral flexion. So working into the obliques, taking the spine from side to side. We're going to circle both arms round now towards our hip. We're going to keep them there. On the exhale, we're going to raise the chest up, slide the hands towards your knees. If you want to, you can lift the legs or you can keep them grounded. And then on your next exhale, let's slide one hand towards the knee. And bring it back. Other side. So be mindful not to twist here through the back. We're just taking the spine from side to side. So your rib is moving towards your hip. Other way, exhale. Bring it up. We've got 2 more. Keep that butt active if your legs are lifted. Squeeze it out. 1 more each way. Exhale, down towards your knee. Back to center. Other way. Very, very gently lower your legs. Bring your hands underneath your head. Bend your knees. Roll it out. And let's just take the spine in the opposite direction. So bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to come push back as before. Sit on the heels. Round the spine up towards the ceiling. That feels so good after being in extension. Have a little rock around. Oh, well done. Join me in a seated position. Your legs can be crossed if that's comfortable, or you can take them into butterfly position. Okay. I'm going to come and mobilize the pelvis, mobilize the shoulders a little bit in this position. So keeping the spine nice and free. Just placing the hands onto your knees. Let's come find neutral nice and tall. On the exhale then, I'm going to turn the tailbone under, allow the chin to come to the chest. So we're making a C curve with the spine. Bringing it back to center on the inhale. On the exhale, I'm going to push the chest forward. Inhale, return. 2 more. Round we come. Into our little C curve. Bring it back. And then push your chest forward. Open the chest. Settle into neutral. From here then we're going to raise the arm into a little cactus position. We're going to mobilize into our mid-back, into the thoracic spine. So on the exhale this time, we're going to bring the forearms together. Let's round through the collarbones. Give it a little squeeze. Then we're going to open it out. Exhale, take it behind you. Squeeze the shoulders as if you're trying to crack a nut between your shoulder blades. Tummy pushes forward. Back through center. Exhale, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale, center. Other way. Exhale, squeeze and push forward with your chest. Bring it back. Just lower the arms for a moment, roll through the shoulders. We're going to piece those two movements together, so upper and lower back working together. So let's raise the elbows again. Come up nice and tall. This time, exhaling, the tailbone comes under, the arms come together. So really getting that deep C curve, that deep flexion into the spine. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, push forward with the spine. Tailbone comes out and the shoulders come together. Bring it back to neutral. We'll do one more time each way. Let's make ourselves as small as we can. Do that little stretch through the upper back. Let's then flow through center and then bring it the other way. Push those shoulders together. See if you can touch your elbows. Well done. Lower the arms one more time. Give them a little roll. We're going to find our cacti again. Let's bring the arms up in line with our shoulders. We want to keep the lower half really, really still now. So everything from your tummy button down is in an imaginary big block of concrete. So we're just mobilizing through the mid back and the upper back. Take a big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to twist round to one side. We're going to hold it as we inhale. Exhale, we're going to push it back a little bit further. Really getting deep here into our rotation. One more time. Exhale, lead with that back elbow. Gently flow back to center. Let's go the other way. Exhale, round. Exhale again, a little further. Push it out. Keep the elbows lifted. Keep the elbows in line. Last time, exhale, push. Inhale, return. Lower the arms a little bit, give them a roll. Well done. We're not done yet. Let's take our arms back up. So we're coming into some more of those lateral flexions. And we're going to add our little stages as well. So as we exhale, we're going to twist to one side. Bring the elbow down towards your hip. On the exhale, then let's reach the top arm overhead, lengthen into the side of the body. We're going to reach a little further on our next exhale. Keep your bottom on the floor. And then bring it back, center. Exhale, flex it out. Exhale, reach. Take your inhale. Last time, reach it out. Find that extra inch or so. And then lower down, well done. Drop your arms. Roll your shoulders, well done. Shake it all back. We're going to stay seated. We're just going to mix it up a little bit, add another movement. So the knees this time are going to be bent. Let's find the very, very bottom of our pelvis. So we're lifted up out the waist, head towards the ceiling. And the feet are grounded into the floor, starting with the hands just scooped behind the backs of the knees. So we've got that metal rod again right down the length of the back. We're staying really, really solid, really neutral by engaging our abdominals here. Okay. So on our exhale now, we're going to lengthen the elbows as we hinge back out of the hips, keeping the length in the spine, still thinking about the head being drawn towards the ceiling. Inhale, let's bring it back. We'll go for 3 more. Exhale, take it backwards. And inhale, bring it back. We've got another 2. Let's go. Can we get a little deeper with this one? Find your pelvic floor muscles. They're here to help you. Bring it up. Last time, hinge. Embrace those shakes and bring it up. Well done. Just allow the knees to drop out for a moment. Ease through the shoulders and the hips. Okay, let's come back. We're going to do another 4. This time, We're going to take our hands away, so we're relying a lot more on the strength of our core. If it's too intense, you can take the hands back into the knee. So let's lift then out of the spine, head to ceiling. Ground your feet into the floor, and when you're ready, let's exhale, hinge it backwards, keeping the spine as rigid as you can, and then bring it all the way back up. We'll go for 3 more. Exhale. Just be mindful of keeping the knees in line with your hips, so we're really in control into the lower body as well. That's 3. Exhale. Gently hinge it up. We've got one last one. Can we get a little deeper this time? Exhale, down we come. And inhale up. Well done. Drop your arms, drop your knees. Take a little moment to stretch it out. We're going to do one more set, this time with a twist. So let's bring our legs back. Your hands again can be hooked or they can come out in front. We're going to hold our hinge for that little bit longer now. So take a deep breath. Exhale, we're going to hinge it back. Inhale here. Then on the next exhale, we're going to open our arm behind us, like you're opening a book. Have a look towards your fingers. And then bring it back to center. Hinge it back up. Other way, exhale. Hold your hinge. Exhale again, let's open through the shoulder, let's twist it out. Bring it back. Let's come back up nice and tall. You've got one more each way. Exhale. Head to ceiling. Open it round, squeeze that shoulder. Push a little further with this one. Back to center. Hinge it up. We have got one more. We can feel it in those thighs. Last time, let's go. And bring it up. Well done. Lower your arms, drop your knees, have a hinge forward. Well done. Shake it up. Wiggle those knees, wiggle those shoulders. Okay. Just making sure you are towards the end of your mat. We're going to lengthen our legs. Okay, you've got a little bit of room to move backwards. Bringing your legs in line with your hips. Let's flex the toes. Our legs are nice and active. The heels lifted just that little bit off the floor. And again, let's lift out of our waist. So we're taking our spine back now into our deep flexion. So letting go of that metal rod, finding that flexibility. Let's take the arms forward. On the exhale now, we're going to bring the chin into the chest and just come into a little C curve. And then inhale, we're going to come all the way back to neutral. Let's do 2 more of these. Exhale, tummy button to spine. So your ribs get closer to your hips, and then as we come up, they separate again. Last one, exhale. And inhale, well done. Just allow the arms to drop, roll the shoulders. You're going to add some circles to our shoulders. We're going to lengthen into our hamstrings. Okay, so combining our C curve with our little hinge from before. So really finding that stability right into our hips. Let's take our arms forward. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to circle the arms backwards, come into a little hinge. Hold it here, inhale. On the exhale, the arms are circling forwards. We're going to come into our C curve and reach towards our toes. Feel that stretch into your legs. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, circle your arms and hinge it back. Well done. Exhale, circle and reach. Try to get your chest to your knees. Bring it up. Exhale again, circle backwards and hinge it. Well done. Find that core, find your abs. Exhale, circle. Flex your spine and reach towards your toes. We're going for one more. Exhale, circle backwards and hinge backwards. Well done. Last time. Big breath. Exhale, circle, climb your toes. And raise it up. Well done. Lower your arms. Wiggle your legs. Roll those shoulders. Okay. We're going to deepen our C curve now and make our way down into a roll down. And we're going to make our way back up again. So really articulating the spine, really working those deep core muscles. So you can have the legs straight for this, or you can have them bent as before. Just find where you're comfortable. Make sure you've got plenty of room to roll backwards. We're going to take our arms out in front of us again. Let's come up really, really tall. Sit out with your waist. Take a deep, deep breath. As we release the breath, the tummy comes to the spine. We come into our C curve and just start to lower the tailbone and low back a little bit further down towards the floor, and then we're going to spring it back up again. Inhale. Do 2 more of those. Exhale. Using the pelvic floor, the glutes, lower abdominals, just to stabilize us here. And then we'll bring it up. Inhale. Last time, take it down. Exhale. And inhale it up. Well done. Just drop your arms, paddle your legs. If that was enough for you, I'm going to do another 3. If you want to come all the way down, let's go for it. Let's take our arms out. Flex those feet. We want to be really, really stable into the low body. Lift out of the waist. Take your inhale. Exhale, let's go. Tailbone comes under, moving down through the hips, through the low back, mid back, gently feeling each segment of the spine lower to the floor. When you get there, allow the arms to drift overhead without lifting your spine. Take your deep inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to hinge the arm overhead towards the feet, chin to chest, and use that momentum to come back up. Try your feet, and then let's come back to center. Let's go again. Now we've got 2 more. Exhale, round the spine, take it down. 1 segment at a time. Allow the shoulders to settle, arms reach overhead. Inhale. Let's hinge it up. Exhale. Reach towards your feet. Let's lengthen the spine. Last time, bring it up to center. And exhale, roll it down. Well done. Have a big, big reach overhead. And you can settle the arms here. Just bring them down by your side. We're going to bend our knees. Rest ourselves onto our elbow. We're going to come into some little oblique crunches here into the waist. So bringing the knees forward, your feet are in line with your hips. And just push that top hip away. Let's stack the hips on top of each other. Lengthen the spine. And lengthen that top leg. So just take it towards the end of your mat. Place the top hand behind your head. Okay? So we're going to shorten this section here between the rib and the hip bone. So taking the spine again into a lateral flexion. So let's push that through the resting arm. On the exhale, bend the knee. Give a little twist forward, touch with the elbow, and bring it back out. Exhale in. Inhale out. We're going to go for 6. Little crunch. Well done. So finding that stability within our shoulders as we find mobility within the spine and the hip. Let's go for 3 more. Tummy button in, pelvic floor lifted. That's 2. And out. Last time. Well done. Bend your knee. Place your hand on the floor, and then we're going to come and lie all the way down and take the legs long away from us. So the feet are in line with your hips, which are in line with your shoulder. Let's take this top hip away, fire up our core, and the hands can either rest onto your hip or you can take it onto the floor, okay? Wherever you're nice and steady. We're really relying on our core here and the strength, stability of our spine. We're going to come into some torpedoes. So keeping the legs straight, let's squeeze the thighs together. Take your inhale. On the exhale, we're going to hover the feet. Let's bring them up in line with the hip. And then we're going to lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Again, we're going to go for 6. Squeeze those thighs. Take it down. That's 4. Nice and steady. Last time. Exhale. Go down. Bend your knees. Just settle here. We're going to take the arms in front of us and bring the spine into a big deep stretch, a big twist. We just allow everything to relax, breathing naturally. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let's open the top arm as if you're opening that book again. Allow the hand to drop behind you. Take the eyes that way as well, so we're twisting through the neck. And just feel the spine and the hips begin to let go. Breathing deeply into the side of your chest. And when you're ready, let's bring the arms back together. We gently push our way up to seated. Take your legs either crossed or into butterfly. Then take the hands either side of us. And on your exhale, take the chest down towards your knees. Let's just allow the shoulders to open. Keep your bottom rooted. Just relax here, allow the head to hang nice and loose. One more big breath. And let's gently come up again. We'll move on to the other side. So taking yourself back onto your elbow. Feet are in line with your hip, knees are coming forward. And then let's just lengthen there through the waist, pushing through this lower arm. Hand is going to come behind the head. We're going to lengthen that bottom leg, so coming into that top leg, coming into our little crunches. Okay, so keep nice control of your middle. As we exhale then, let's bring the knee to the elbow, elbow to knee. Find that little twist. Exhale. And inhale. Keep the top hovered if you want to. Just work a little deeper into that spine. We've got another 3. Another 2. And one more. Let's crunch it out. Well done. Lower down. Place your hand in front of you and come and bring yourself onto your side. We're going to come into our little torpedoes again. Now let's again hand on your hip or place it on the floor in front of you. Wherever you feel stable, let's engage the core, squeeze those thighs together. On the exhale, then let's lift the feet, bring the top foot in line with your hip and lower down. So keeping the spine really still, keeping the spine straight. Exhale, lift. And lower down. We've got 3 more. We are halfway. Last 2. Can we feel it? Last time. Well done. Up we come. And lower down. Bend your knees forward. Let's float the arms out in front. We'll take our spine twist in the other direction. When you're ready, let's open that top hand. Have a little look towards your fingers. Allow the spine, the hips to relax, release. Take some nice deep breaths.
And just hang out here for a moment. And then let's bring it back to center. When you're ready, we're going to come and lie onto our back, so just gently rolling over. Finding our bend, the feet are in line with the hips. And we're just going to check that the pelvis is in neutral. Okay. We're going to come into some little crunches and then take the spine into lateral flexion, working into our oblique. So let's start by taking the arms overhead. Keep the rib cage fixed to the floor. As we exhale, we're going to hint the hands towards the feet. Let's bring the chin to the chest and reach it out. Tummy button in. Inhale, lower. We'll go for 2 more. Exhale, have a little look towards your legs. Feel your spine begin to lift. And then gently lower it down. We've got one last one. Exhale, hinge and reach. Keep your hands where they are. Lower your head. Okay, take the hands down by your sides. So we're going to come into our little twist, our little slide bends. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of options. So option 1, we're keeping the arms long. We're going to reach up towards our feet. Option 2, the hands can come behind your head and we're going to lift from here. Okay, so choosing where you want to be. Let's inhale it up, hold it here. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring the rib closer to the hip. So coming into the oblique twist, back to center. Exhale. Keep the chin to the chest. Reach it over. Try to touch your foot. Exhale, reach. Go for 2 more each side. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale. Exhale, reach. Last one, nearly there. Back to center and lower it down. Well done. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Have a little hug. Have a little roll. Let's place our feet back onto the floor. The hands can rest by your sides or take them wider if you feel more stable. Let's lengthen one leg. We're going to flex our ankle. And we're going to work on stability here through our pelvis, through our low back. So we don't want the low back or the pelvis to move here. So think about a spirit level across the hips. As we exhale then, let's find the core. We're going to bring the leg up towards the ceiling. Lead with the heel. And take the leg to 12 o'clock. Feel that stretching to the hamstrings. Inhale here. And then exhale, lower down. Trying to keep the heel lifted off the floor. Keep the leg engaged. Inhale. Exhale, let's take it back. Bring it up towards the ceiling, up to 12 o'clock. Feel that squeeze into your hip. Exhale, take it down. We're going to go for another 2. Very slow, very smooth. Exhale. If someone's got a rope and they're pulling your leg up, stopping here at 12 o'clock, and then releasing down on your next exhale. Just checking in with the position of your low back, checking for any tension through the shoulders. Last one, exhale. And then exhale again as it comes down. Feel that one in my bum. Lower your leg, bend your knee, let's switch it over, other side, let's lengthen the other leg then, flex your ankle. Feel your thigh engage. When you're ready then, exhale, let's draw that little quarter circle, lead with the heel to keep the length in the leg. Come to 12 o'clock, inhale. Exhale, we're going to drop it all the way back down. Keep the heel hovered if you want to go a little deeper. We've got another 3. Exhale, up we come. Push with the heel just to lengthen the knee. Take it down, exhale. Always working from our middle, so our middle is really, really strong here. Lower it down and exhale. We've got 1 more to go. Exhale up. And lower down last time. Take it all the way down to the floor. Bend your knee. Bring it back to meet your other leg. I'm going to finish off by taking the legs into a tabletop position. So the tailbone lifts up, the low back is now in contact with the floor. Just walking the hands a little bit wider, just to stabilize the upper body a little bit more. We're going to work on strengthening now into the low back. So just finding your boundary, finding where you're comfortable. On our exhale, we're going to drop the legs over to one side. Keep them lifted off the floor. Okay, feel that little twist into your low back. Your butt cheek will lift. And just find that little boundary. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, lower. So just finding that point where you can still just bring it back without dropping all the way down. Other way, exhale. So just moving the legs like window wipers, keeping the shoulders fixed down. Center, exhale, take it down. Bring it up. This time we're going to come all the way down. Exhale, slow, controlled. Legs to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, can we lift them all the way over? If it's too intense, keep the feet on the floor and just roll through the hips. 1 more each way. Exhale, take it up. Roll through the low back, drop the legs. Last time, let's get that windscreen nice and clean. Let's wipe our legs over to the other side. Bring it back to center last time. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. I'm going to roll around on your low back. I'm going to roll through your neck. We're going to finish off with some stretches. So we're sitting up for our stretches this evening. We do want to get into our shoulders a little bit more, into our spine a little bit more. So we're going to start by taking one hand, palm behind you, place it onto your shoulder, and then have a little push onto the tricep. Just a little squeeze into the shoulder. Just breathing naturally, relaxing into it. To release when you're ready. Other side. Arm goes back. Drop it onto your shoulder. Have a little push there onto your upper arm. Lift the elbow up to the ceiling just to get a little bit more of a stretch into the side here. Gently release. We're going to take our hands, clasp them together. Turn your palms away from you and push. Allow the spine to release. Bring your chin into your chest, pushing with the heel of the hand. Feel that stretch into the upper back. And then finishing off, release your hands. We're going to circle them behind us to the small of your back. Clasp your fingers together again and push towards the floor. Squeeze the shoulders. Have a look towards the ceiling. Big deep breaths into your chest, nice open chest. Nice. Just finishing off with a little bit of a stretch into our hip, into our bottom. Starting with the knees bent, you can lengthen one leg. Let's take the arm on the same side, then we're going to cross it over the opposite leg. Pushing around, we're going to come into a twist. At the same time, we've got a little pinch, a little squeeze into the buttock. Just taking one more breath. Let it go. Switch it over. Opposite leg along now. We'll take our arm and then cross it over your bent knee. Have a little twist. Notice how it feels on this side compared to the other side. Let's release them, bring your knees back together, allow them to drop out and then fold it forward. Just stretch into the inner thighs, into the groin. So coming back up when you're ready. That is today's spine session finished with, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you the next time.